Hello YouTube, possibly Instagram, depending on how we splice up the content. We're here with Rogan.
Hi.
If you don't know who he is, Rogan Bear.
And you living under a rock.
No, Rogan's a close friend of mine. He's down from you. Where are you based? Warwick. Area.
Stratford upon Avon, darling.
Not far away from there.
Usually takes 3 hours. Took 2 today. So
he wasn't
pretty impressed with myself, to be honest.
But he wasn't speeding.
No, obviously, obviously not.
He was down near sunny Brighton. So Rogan and I go back a fair way actually, but more than anything,
Many a year, yeah. Literally,
many a
like,
year.
Fucking. Been a long
But
time
we kind of know each other from the fitness industry. Your brother actually introduced me to you.
Yes, yeah. We started up. What was it called? Maximum Road.
Maximum Road.
Where me and Max tried to work together, but
yeah, brotherly love got in the way. Love Max.
Absolutely,
Good
and now
luck.
he works on his own. He does fantastic.
Does really well.
But as a pair, yeah, there was too much conflict.
So basically, to cut a long story short, Rogan and I have been doing some bits in the fitness industry. We actually tried to do. We've been successfully running some online coaching, but you've been gallivanting.
Just to say,
Living life.
I've been lazy.
You've been a little bit
guys.
lazy.
We started a business. It was flourishing, and I decided in lockdown to go to Dubai, fall in love, and spend every day drinking beer by the pool instead of working my arse off. And that's why I've taken a break from it, because I didn't want to train people whilst not leading by example. Whereas now, I'm back, baby. So we're about to relaunch.
About to relaunch. We're going to talk a little bit about it today.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd get some of it on camera. So, bare muscle. Let's just get into it because, well, actually, should we talk about social media content first? Because obviously we've kind of got the bare bones of the
Bare bones?
bare bones. Enough of the bare puns.
Sorry.
We've obviously got the bare bones
We'll put a pause on that.
of the business, but we'll go back over that. But in terms of the actual marketing side, obviously now you're coming back in. You talked about obviously social media and kind of changing your image a little bit more.
Yes.
Because obviously you've gone from. I think you've grown up a little bit since I've met you a lot.
Literally, when people say like you grow up when in your 30s,
Yeah.
I've literally grown up more since the last 12 months than the whole of my 20s. And I'm really enjoying it. I'm settling down. I've got my house now, steady girlfriend. I'm thinking about a dog and yeah, I know, right? A fucking dog. All sorts. Whereas a year ago, if you told me that, I'd be like, nah, fuck that. I'm going travelling around the world and shagging everything. Just being a nightmare and not. But now I'm very business oriented, partly because I've got so many bills, so many outgoings.
Responsibilities very good.
Do you know what I mean? I've got an adult now, rather than just like it's hard stuff. But there's bills to pay. I've actually got to now.
I remember you saying, because obviously I was kind of involved in helping you get your first mortgage.
Yes,
I
you were.
I put you in contact with one of my guys, and I remember the last time you came down, you were like, "Oh my god, I've never had responsibility in my life."
Yeah, I've always like if I'm not having a great time, I can always just piss off to Ibiza
Now
in a
you
few
can't.
months. Now I can't, no, because someone's got to pay for that mortgage. So no, I'm happy with that.
I'm proud of
really
you,
enjoying
that's
it.
what
Thank
good.
you. Yeah, and you
That's
have
good.
been a big help in that, so I do appreciate that.
You're very welcome.
Yeah.
So with regards to the social media and stuff like that, obviously now we've got Bare Muscle, which by the way, guys, is an online coaching platform where Rogan trains people. I'm facilitating the kind of check-in side, the digital side, and helping mentor Rogan on the marketing side. We're going to do initially, I know we talked a little bit off camera earlier, I think we saturate your organics first without paying, because what I always say to everyone is before you go throwing money at something, get a funnel that works organically.
Yeah.
So what a lot of people do is they'll come out and before they even test their service, their price point, their landing pages, their funnels, because obviously we talk a little bit about how we're going to get people into the funnel. For example, we're going to do a questionnaire first, I think, and then follow up with a sales call after.
Yeah.
Some people just try and go straight to the sale. Some people will sign people up, then send them a questionnaire. But without trialing those things first organically, if you then go and throw a load of money at marketing, which people do quite naively, without having tested those things like you can do organically, because you've got a decent following, we can test it quite thoroughly. We can find out what works and what doesn't.
100%. And with my following, it's always been, I was on television, so my following's grown from people that like watching terrible TV shows nowadays, but reality TV shows, and it's grown from me posting, topless photos and guys and girls that enjoy looking at me with little to no clothes on. So me as a personal trainer and as a coach, that following isn't necessarily there yet. There are people that want to be trained by me because of perhaps who I am, but I want to grow my following organically from people that I'm inspiring and coaching and teaching. Like, there are people that I follow. Jay Alderton is one recently that he spouts out knowledge every single day, and you don't have to pay for that. And I've only recently started following him, but learned a lot recently.
Let's load up your Instagram.
Mine doesn't do that, and there is a lot that I know, believe it or not, from years and years of training and coaching people and stuff that I just don't put on Instagram, because I've always thought, it's I've never really treated Instagram as a business. I've treated it as I'll post my dog on there, my family on there and stuff. Whereas a lot of these people, the best people that I've found that I've started following religiously, all they post is their coaching, because people that come on there to learn stuff, they don't care about me taking my dog for a walk or me going to the cinema.
So there is an element of that. So people buy people.
Yeah.
So especially your following is very much invested in you, and they're going to invest in your personal brand. So to go completely, and a lot of people do this incorrectly in my opinion, the people I work with do better when they do more of a balance. People that go full bore, full bear, right? Coaching, value, this, that and the other become very boring.
Yeah,
right?
That's what I've always thought. I've never wanted to be that.
No, so what you probably understand from as being like a social media celebrity, if you don't mind me classing you as that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which you probably were, now transitioning to something else.
Yeah.
What you find with that is that people love reality, especially on an app like Instagram. Not so much YouTube, a little less. So you can go a little bit more into kind of like, it's very shop window. Instagram is very shop window. People there for a quick endorphin fix. So you have to grab attention first and build trust through the value-based content, the educational stuff. But if you don't grab the attention through the kind of lifestyle-y bits, the things that, the clickbaity stuff, posing, this, that and the other, that's important to have that there. And also telling you who people you are as a person as well. The fact that you have a dog, you like dogs, makes you more real. So people can empathise with you and make you seem real. So all marketing is, and what we're going to do is basically, people have a problem, they need to get in shape, right? Taking your situation as an example, you go, hey, I'm Rogan, I can help you with that problem. The reason they don't hire you is because they don't trust you 100% yet that you're able to implement the solution to their problem. And this is where marketing comes in. So I call that the distrust gap. So what your content needs to do is basically shrink that distrust gap. Now, yes, you're right, value-based content is really important because they need to believe you're a good coach. But also I need to believe you're a real human, because there's so many scammers out there. And also Rogan is actually going to do the coaching. He is actually going to be on the phone calls. He's going to, like, if you go through a sales call, it'll be Rogan on the phone. So people won't necessarily trust that's the case, because he's a celebrity. It definitely won't be him doing it.
People are very surprised when it's me.
Exactly.
They're like, this is Rogan. I'm like, yeah. So, you want to be coached?
We have to make people believe that that's going to be the case, which then they'll hire you.
Yeah.
So the content that we put out is going to be a combination of your lifestyle and everything else. I don't want to stop that. Instead of necking a bottle of vodka, neck a protein shake.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Instead of you getting smashed by a plate, someone throw a cod at you. Like, you can make it funny, but do it within a fitness environment. So keep that, try and engineer it so that you keep that funny side, because that's what gets you the views you get.
Yeah.
But flip it on its head and start making it much more comical and informative in a fitness related fashion.
Yeah.
So you'd be like, well, look, I'm fucking sober now, so instead of necking a protein shake and vodka on a Friday night, I'll do a protein shake. So find funny things to do with that. Yeah. And that will transform. And with reels, you have to bang within the first 3 seconds, probably 2 seconds. There has to be something like eye-grabbing. So, for example, everything that I even get guys. So what they do in the algorithm now is they look at the stats of the algorithm. For example, how long of a reel people watch as a percentage. So if someone watches like the whole thing, that's a good indicator that the video is good. How many times they watch it over and over again is another indicator of how many times they should then share that reel. So what it does, it goes, okay, Rogan's posted a video, it's a 10-second video in the fitness niche, it knows this, and then what it'll do is it'll go, right, so against all the other people that have posted at that same time, that have posted a 10-second reel in the fitness niche, how is his performing in a group of like 100 videos? Okay, yours is getting those metrics we just talked about is getting better than everyone else. If it then beats all those that go right, put them in a pool of 1,000, bang, put them in a pool of 10,000. If you keep beating them, and that's why on TikTok and Reels you can go viral because it basically will keep comparing you against other videos.
And they do that on likes and comments,
so shares, and more how much people are watching. So they're more interested in watch time now than they are actual likes and engagement.
People watching it over and over.
They know how long someone watches a video for. So look, obviously, if I can comment on a photo, but I might just comment because I like you. But if the video's shit, I won't watch it. It's more important that they watch the video because that tells Instagram, fuck, this is a good video. Lots of people are watching the whole thing, so it must be good.
Yeah.
Like if someone watches you put the boxing match on, and people watch the whole fucking thing, it must be a really good boxing match. People turning it off, third of the way in, quarter of the way in, that's not a good video. So that metric now is more important than the actual likes and engagement because they're looking at consumer happiness and they vote happiness by how much people spend looking at your stuff, which is now more important than how much they engage with your stuff. With regards to the packages, so they've gone through the questionnaire. Let's talk about tiers because I know you said that.
Yeah, I think that's good. That is because.
What would you feel comfortable? Because at the end of the day, as I said to you earlier off camera, I don't want you doing too much, so it's the point at which you're solely checking in people all the time or like phoning people to the expense of creating content. Because as I always say to a lot of my mentees, 5% of the things you do in your business create about 98% of the revenue. So you actually, as much as you need to be checking people and doing those things, if we create the service in a way that is so time demanding that you don't actually get time to do the 5% of things like the content, the DMs, the stuff that's actually getting money coming in, we're going to fuck the long-term business because those things have to be on. The check-in stuff do, but I want to design this in a way where you're still going to have the time and energy to get on camera, to do the educational stuff, to make sure you're still in shape and you're not just like, Elliot mate, I'm absolutely smashed this week, I've not got off the phone, I've been in the gym 98 hours, I literally can't cope. Yeah. And then you burn out and fuck off till you buy again. We don't want that. So
no, that's not going to happen.
No, but if we over push it, and we get too far, and you're like, well, you're doing 39 Zoom calls a day, and you're like, hey, I'm just done.
Yeah, so that would be top. So top tier. I don't want to do a Zoom call unless it's top tier.
Do you have an idea of the packages you might want to offer roughly?
Yeah.
And we can refine these like a later date.
So we could do. I think minimum. I don't want to do the $49.99 what we were doing before because that's just underselling myself.
It was well underselling. Yeah.
So I think tier 1 basic tier is £99 a month.
Yeah.
And they get the training and diet plan set up, which is reviewed weekly check-ins.
Weekly check-ins once a week.
Yeah, weekly check-ins. With constant.
And that's through the online system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then tier 2 where they get like a phone call. They get my WhatsApp to get hold of me anytime.
Yeah, I think the WhatsApp should be definitely a second tier because that's obviously huge.
A top tier. So there's 3 tiers.
Creme de la creme.
And that one would get a Zoom call.
And OnlyFans.
And they get free. Oh, do you know what? I could even chuck in.
I'm just thinking about ways of adding value. I know it was a joke, but I was actually thinking about.
I thought this the other day as well. They get whenever someone signs up, they get bearware. They get some bearware.
That would be good. Yeah.
Obviously, depending on the tier, is the value of bearware.
What should we do? Tier 2 and tier 3. They'll get some form of bearware.
Yeah, they'll get when they sign up, they get a choice for not anything off the website, but still setting the value. Sent out some, like for example, the girls that sign up will get the new activewear range that we've just launched, or they get we've got the training hoodies still. We've got
it keeps the brand going. So and then what we can do is say we need to get. Obviously, we talked about people tagging. We'll constantly re-emphasise people tagging their muscle. Or Rogan
I mean, we changed it to train with Rogan, but however, I feel like the bear muscle. Even though the only reason I'm is fucking Stephen Bear's just giving bears a bad name, and so it's just like. Even with bearware, I get people.
We'll keep it with Train with Rogan. Let's not change it again.
Although I do like the whole, like my brother's got the wolf pack, and I feel like people love being a part of like a community, like a pack.
Yeah, but I also think that if your brand is good, your personal brand is good, people want to be part of that.
Yeah.
And it's what's done it again. It's got a headache.
Tier 3 so gets a Zoom call. How often do you think
I think it'd be bi-weekly. So once,
fortnightly.
yeah,
Perfect.
bi-weekly.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest. So yeah, 2 weeks, 20-minute Zoom call with me, as well as the WhatsApps, as well as the weekly check-ins.
So you get everything.
Plus the Zoom calls.
We'll have to regulate that, because if all of a sudden we've got like 200 people.
We'll do 100, 200, 300.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. So, but in terms of like, that needs to kind of really cover your time.